Hi, this is Jacqueline. I am back with my next video. So today I am going to be going through all of the treatments that I did in 2021, the cost of those treatments, and then at the end I want to go over what I felt were the best treatments to date. So first I want to say I did not want to know how much I have spent on long-haul COVID recovery. My husband thought it was important. Every year we go over our financials at the end of the year, and it is. I mean, it's important to know how much we're spending on all of this, but it actually is quite depressing. I mean, as you all know, all of these treatments are experimental. None of it's covered by insurance. So it is definitely coming at a heavy, heavy price tag. So I'm going to go through the treatments in the order that I did them. So the first thing that I did last year was I started to take supplements. So these are supplements that were either prescribed by my ND, supplements I found on my own, or prescription medications. And the cost of all of that is $7,100. Then the cost to see the ND, because he is not covered by my insurance, $1,600. Next, I invested in a sauna, which I have in my home, $5,400. The biggest cost is what's coming next, and that is stem cell therapy. So this is the cost of the stem cells themselves, seeing the doctor, having the IV bags, the IV vitamin bags that were provided, a whopping $10,850. Then during this time, I was also in therapy, and I laugh because I felt that therapy did help me at the time, but now where I'm at with all the anxiety of everything that is going on right now, I really don't feel I am better off now than I was a year ago. But anyway, at that time, I felt that therapy was helpful. It cost $1,300. Then I went ahead and rented the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. So I had to put up $6,000 up front for the chamber. And then I got $3,000 back. So it ended up being about $3,000 for the hyperbaric oxygen chamber for the month, which if you think about it, if you're doing 30-some treatments, that actually is pretty inexpensive, relatively speaking. Then if you look at all of the blood testing that I had to do, so just the regular blood testing, and then I did do the cytokine panel from IncelDx and their neutralizing antibody test, and then I did do a telehealth with them, and that came out to $845. I did not end up pursuing that treatment. I did end up doing what comes next, are the monoclonal antibody infusions. So this cost is looking at all of it because I had to go out of state twice. So you're looking at transportation, flights, hotel stay, treatments. I had concierge services, IV bags. So all of that treatment together, $6,100. Then I did EBU filtration. With the EBU filtration, they also had the hyperbaric oxygen chambers and IV bags with that, $4,700. And then I just did some random things like colonics, acupuncture, red light therapy, $1,000. And then I did a consultation with a place called Ophelia Rises. They are a place that helps coordinate patients in the US that want to go outside the country for stem cell therapy. That was $250. And what's cool about that is I am going to have a client from Ophelia Rises come on and share her recovery story. So hopefully I will have her on my next episode. Then lastly, I have to bring you all these videos. So how do I do that? So let me preface this by saying if it was up to me, I would just use my phone. I'm not very techy, but I have an amazing editor, if you haven't noticed, and he wants to make sure that I have really great quality videos. So I have my camera and the software and the microphones and the lighting and blah, blah, blah. But that is all $7,000. So when I add all of that up, is roughly $50,000. $50,000. And I'm not even back to baseline yet. However, I do want to acknowledge how far I have come. I have gotten so much better over the last year, but I have a very complicated history with this thing. I had COVID, I had a vaccine injury, and then I have COVID again. So I've had many peaks and valleys, many ups and downs with this virus. So I definitely do need to acknowledge how far I have come, just like we all have to acknowledge how far we have come. We cannot compare ourselves to pre-COVID because we've all been through a lot. So we really have to look back and see the improvements that we have made. So if I look back at everything as a whole, I would say so I had my infection, after my vaccine injury, stem cells were definitely a game changer for me at that time. I felt amazing improvement after stem cell therapy. But then I did end up getting the Delta infection. And after that, I just did not feel that doing stem cells in the US would be quite as effective. I still felt that I had viral persistence. I could feel the virus reactivating. And at that time is when I decided to explore monoclonal antibody infusions. I feel that out of everything that I have done, that has been the most dramatic difference for me, was having the monoclonal infusions. I do feel that it was important that I had the EBU therapy also. So I had a monoclonal infusions, I had 2, and then I had 3 EBU treatments, and then I had another monoclonal infusion. I do really believe that cleaning out the blood is very important. So all of that together, I feel really made a huge improvement, but I would definitely say the monoclonal infusions were the main thing that I could say absolutely helped me feel better. Everything else, I really don't know. It was all kind of mashed together. Collectively, yes, I think everything helps. I think the hyperbaric oxygen helps with oxygenating our tissue. I think the supplements can help support my immune system. But I would say if I really had to choose the top therapies, it would have been stem cells, and then it would have been the monoclonal infusions. But I feel that that was important to be accompanied with the EBU. Also, I absolutely love my sauna. I think detox is imperative for anybody with long COVID. I know that obviously not everyone can get a sauna, but you can always look in your area and find places that offer infrared sauning. And I think it's definitely something great to add to the list of treatments. So there you have it. Those are my list of treatments. Those are my recommendations. Of course, everyone is different. What works for me might not work for you. This never substitutes medical advice. All of this is experimental. I just want to say that those are the things that I feel have helped me thus far. And I am looking at doing stem cells outside of the US this year. And I will keep you guys posted, and I will be bringing you the story of a client that again has an amazing recovery story with going through Ophelia Rises for stem cell therapy. So for now, I am out $50,000. So where are those kids? Where are those kids? Are they anywhere around here? Maybe they can give me some money from their piggy bank that they got over Christmas. So anyway, I will keep you guys posted. There's a lot going on right now. Please try to just be safe and be well, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.
Mommy, you need money.